Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the farm. I've been busy. Last night I went and worked on a bunch of hardware, went after it with a wire brush, much like this master pen here, and went and treated a bunch of hardware with Permatex rust treatment. And they're all black now and protected from rust, and they're looking good. I went after all the hardware I've taken apart that was all rusty and everything, and I went after the sprocket and got one coat of paint on it so far, and the undersides of the shoes that I took off, and they're looking good. And I just get to do a little bit more painting on that stuff. But the project that I want to dive off into today is the final drive. The axle worries me because it moves around when you grab a hold of it, so I'm pretty sure the bearings are toast. And I've been told that you don't have to take the hub off in order to fix that, so I'm gonna leave the hub on because I'm not looking forward to trying to take that off. But I've gotten a lot of painting done and a lot of Permatex treating done off camera, and I think I'm about ready to jump into this final drive. This will be interesting. I've never taken one of these things apart before, so come along with us and let's learn something and get to work. First thing I'm going to do this morning is just try to break everything loose, because I figure once we get everything just broken loose, it'll be a lot easier to disassemble everything. I went and put some PB blaster on some of these, so hopefully they'll come apart without too much trouble. Okay, that one's loose. That right there worries me. I'm pretty sure we got a problem in there of some sort. We're going to go freehand now. What you see is the inside of that final drive. Yeah, I see several dirt daubers' nests, a couple of spiders' nests, and what appears to be a whole bunch of graudu left over from mice. And everything in there is severely rusted. And when I take a peek at this thing, yeah, that is just rusted solid, man. Downright ugly looking. I think the mice went to town on this thing. Well, it's out. Now I got a lot of cleaning up to do. And that's just downright ugly and rusty. It's obvious nobody has opened this in quite a while, and it's got yellow paint on the inside, which tells me this was originally painted yellow way back when. Now that it's off, I think it's time for me to have a break. Be back in a bit. Well, it's after lunch, and I've taken a break. My back is seizing up quick, so I don't know how much more I'm going to get done today, but I will say this: it's separated. Finally, it's separated. Now I get to go to work. And one of the first things I want to do is I want to clean out the final drive housing on the tractor and get a bunch of that crud out of there and go and take a power washer to it and see how bad it really is. And I'll probably go ahead and take the final drive and move it over around to the barn door where I can possibly put it up on a table and get a better look at it, because we got some disassembly to do, but I'm happy. Well, as usual, I'm like a bulldog with a new chew toy, and I can't leave well enough alone. And I'm going to try to get this brake band out so that I can go and start getting some of this stuff cleaned out of here. Uh-oh. Well, it broke the cotter pin. Cotter pin's pretty much toast. Get that pin out of there. There we go. There's that pin. And now we have the brake band out. Brake band actually has quite a bit of material left on it. Although it's pretty rusty and crusty, all of the brass rivets are still intact. And as ugly as it is, it's actually not in too bad a shape. The hardware looks like it'll be recoverable. There we go. Boy, that is some gnarly stuff. Dirt dauber nest, spider nest, more dirt dauber nests, and what looks like a heck of a lot of mouse nest. Yuck. I'm seriously going to have to go after this with a power washer. But good thing is it looks like it's complete. In other words, there's not a bunch of missing pieces, broken pieces. You know, the springs are there. They're ugly and they're rusty and they're crusty, but they're there. All of the stuff for the clutch. Okay, well that moves a little bit. Yeah, that's, I don't know what that is. I don't want to touch it. Ugh. Well, there's one reason why the thing wouldn't work. The whole bottom of it is encased with stuff where you can't even move it. I mean, this is 1.5 to 2 inches of muck down here in the bottom. Everything from seeds to dead bugs, mouse droppings, etc. Ugh. Oh wow, that's just gross. See if I can zoom in on the crud. Ugh. Yeah, the whole clutch arm down here in the bottom is encased in this stuff. It's no wonder it didn't work. It smells wonderful. It smells like mouse pee. And 90 weight gear oil mixed together. Mmm. Man. By the time I finish, I'm gonna have a big pile of stuff down here on the ground. More dirt dauber nests back there. Well, there's a big chunk. Oh, wow. That is just... amazing. Wow. I wonder if this clutch mechanism will actually move now that I've unburied it. It'll be interesting to see. Wow. That is some gunk. Ah, it has two little slots here for drains. I'm guessing for moisture or whatever. And it looks like those were plugged up a long time ago. I need to go find me a better scraper. Oh, I got me a better scraper now. Here we are a little closer. This thing down in here, this is the clutch rod, and when that clutch rod moves, it makes the throw-up bearing come in and come out. This thing was buried all the way up to there in muck, and now it's sort of free. And well, I say free, I've dug it out from underneath, and real interesting right here, right in here, underneath there, over here, I see yellow paint. So evidently this came out of the factory yellow way back when. Now, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try moving the steering clutch lever and see if I can actually move it, because I wasn't able to move it before.
Yeah, that actually moves now. That moves a lot more than it was able to before. So, okay, well, we pretty much solved one of our problems. This actually gets to move now. It wasn't able to before. I think I need to take some degreaser, go after it all, and go after it with a power washer. That's that side of it. The other side of it is pretty gnarly looking too. Check out this pile. That pile right there is all the stuff that came out of that final drive. It was just about that deep, worth of just crud and mouse nests and droppings, and like I say, it smells wonderful. So I'm gonna go and see what I can do about the final drive unit, see if I can get it up on a table. Wow, that is extremely heavy. Yikes. Well, it turns freely, quite freely. No sweat.
Well, it spins freely. I don't hear any clunkety clunk when it does. So I'm guessing the gears are still in decent shape. But this clutch is like rusted all the way around, and I mean, it's to the point where there's not much left of the hardware holding it on. I could probably pry that apart with just a pry bar, no wrenches required. It's falling apart. And there's a whole lot of stuff in the down here around where the brake band was. So yeah, I got some serious cleaning and disassembly to do on this as well. Oh well, more stuff for videos, right? Well, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us on the farm, watching us get a few things done. As you can see, I've got some serious cleaning and disassembly to do. So come on back for the next installment. Come back and see us.